GPO Update 9 was released about a week ago, and it added 2 new fighting styles and a lot of balance changes. So in this video, we're going to go over all the fighting styles, starting in the number 10 spot with Electro. Now this fighting style has been in the game for a long time, and hasn't seen barely any changes. Electro has 0 combo extenders and only 2 block breakers, one of them being the ult. It can do okay at grinding levels and bosses, but there are much better choices. Next on the list, we have One Sword style. It's decent for grinding and honestly not that bad early game, but it gets outclassed pretty quickly by other fighting styles. It has 2 block breakers, one being the ult. It can do okay at PvP, but you'd rather use the other styles on this list. Next, we have one of the newest fighting styles, Vampire. Vampire is a pretty cool fighting style, with it being able to heal the user with its moves. Unfortunately, it really just doesn't do that much damage, having 2 block breakers, one being the ult. It does have a great combo extender, Vampire Bite, and it has some pretty low cooldowns, and the healing can be very good for PvP. However, the blood bar does run out very quickly, so you can't just have it active healing you all the time. Next, we have Two Sword style. 2SS can do okay for PvE, with it having some good AoE moves, but it's a pretty good option for PvP, with it having 2 block breakers and an amazing at combo extender being Raging Whirl. And recently, the M1 scaling got buffed, letting it do better damage since previously its M1 damage was pretty terrible. Next on the list, we have Fishman. Overall, Fishman's a pretty good fighting style, having 2 block breakers, one being the ult. It also has a pretty good combo extender. It's great for grinding because it has Shark Barrage, which is basically a magma rain with less cooldown. You do need to have the Fishman race, which doesn't give that good of buffs, and some other fighting styles can do what it does better, but overall, it's great. Next up, we have Dullahan, the other newest and one of the rarest fighting styles to get, since the race is only a 1% chance and you can only obtain it during the 2023 Halloween event. In PvE, Dullahan can do an okay job with its skeletons, but they do die pretty quickly since they don't have much HP. Where it really shines is in PvP, with it having 2 combo extenders, one being the ult, as well as you being able to use Will-O-Wisp that should probably do fire damage, I don't know why it doesn't, in the middle of a combo. Dullahan really doesn't do that much damage, and the reason you'd want to use it is for the extenders and the skeletons. If you're not going to use it for PvP, then you should use a different fighting style. Next on the list, we have Dragonclaw. Dragonclaw is a pretty hard fighting style to obtain, since you have to win 7 games of Battle Royale. It has a total of 4 block breakers, including the ultimate. This fighting style can do a lot of damage, as it scales off of strength, and can pair very well with gauntlets. It also gets a buff if used with Mara, changing all of its moves to do fire damage. Most of the moves are pretty close range, however, and missing one leaves you easily open to an attack. Overall, this is one of the best fighting styles for PvP and PvE. In third on this list, we have Roku. Roku is one of the best fighting styles if you don't want to put many points into it, and if you're mainly using a fruit or sword build. Roku gives the best dash in the game, Soru, and one of the best guards, Tekai. It also has a very quick block breaker and a very good ranged attack. Definitely use this fighting style if you're not planning on, well, using a fighting style. In second, we have Blackleg. It's one of the easiest and best fighting styles in the game, with it having the Demon Step mode bar. Base Blackleg is great for PvP, with you being able to combo out of party table as well as Coiler. It is pretty tough though. Demon Step is great for PvE, as well as doing fire damage and having great barrage moves. This really is one of the best fighting styles, even though it's one of the easiest to get. Now the last and best fighting style in the game, many of you probably already guessed it, it's Cyborg. Cyborg outclasses most fruits in PvE and is great for PvP as well. Has 2 combo extenders, 2 block breakers, and 2 barrage moves. It also has a flight and a heal. Plus, when you get all the moves, you have a choice of 10% more Cyborg damage, more HP, or more stamina. Cyborg has high damage, and it's pretty OP in pretty much anything you would want to use it for. Only downside is you need to have the Cyborg race, which is a 1% roll, but even so, it's definitely worth it. Thanks for watching. I put the list into a tier list form if you just want to skip ahead or you want to see the exact placements that I put. Hope you found this helpful. If you have any suggestions or you think one of the new fighting styles are better or worse than where I put them, comment them below. And this video did take a while since I wanted to get all the styles myself, so consider subscribing, and thanks for watching.